Hello everyone, welcome to BynX Plays, as you can hear, Enter the Gungeon. So I'm very excited to play this one. This game was released about 4 years ago by Dodgeroll and Devolver Digital, and it is free right now on Epic. So if you're watching this before August 26th, and this game looks good, and you have a PC, and you don't have a problem with Epic Game Store, go ahead over there and buy it. I believe it's $15 otherwise, but I played this game about 4 years ago when it first came out. I invested a little bit of time into the game, never beat it, was never good at it. I think I even mentioned in one of my other review videos that this is one of the only roguelites I got close to getting into, but I just couldn't because I just couldn't even get past like the 4th level. So let's see if we do any better here. But what is this game? Why might you want to check it out? So it is a procedurally generated bullet hell roguelite. What that means, everything's going to be different every single time you play. You go through various types of levels. You face various elements, various enemies, and along the way you're going to pick up guns, which are going to get you more and more powerful, as well as active items, which you can see over there on the left. So this game has gotten a lot of critical acclaim. People really like, by the name of the developer themselves, the dodge roll mechanic in it, because it really helps you kind of split the gaps, and there's a lot of bosses. So if I dodge roll like this as I'm running around the stage, I actually have invincibility frames the entire time. So it can really help you get out of a jam. It's probably the most important mechanic in the game, and it helps there be a really high skill kind of skill level, because if you can master that, you can dodge a lot of damage if you're really smart with it. So this game really rewards you for growing and getting better while you're playing the game. Something that I'm not good at, so if that's more up your alley, maybe you'll have some more success here. So you'll notice that I do have to reload my guns, which is, I would say, quite rare for most roguelites, even gun-based ones. Usually they just have like unlimited ammo, from what I've usually seen. And I think you can manually reload with R, or you can, go ahead and reload yourself. I might have, you'd think that I would have reload hit, and I just took some damage there, which is really bad. But it's alright. These early enemies, as you can see, they're all called bulletkin, and they're all shaped like bullets. Most of the enemies you face are shaped like bullets or shotgun shells and stuff like that. If you roll through this stuff, I think you can get extra money and things of that nature. One of the other roguelites I play a ton, called Wizard of Legend, or I have played a ton. You always want to be doing that because there's always so much extra stuff to be gained from there. Yeah, I definitely used to have one of my fingers set to reload. But we'll just carry on here. We'll take these guys out, at least from the early 4. So, how long is this game? To beat the game your first time, it really depends on how good of a roguelite player you are. There were some people I saw who took them, who were kind of experienced, who took them maybe 10 hours to get their first win. For me, I think I put in about 15 to 20 hours, and I've never even got close to winning. So, your results may vary, but the fun is that you can just keep playing this game over and over again, and your experience is going to be a little bit different every single time, which is really one of the big selling points. I've never seen this man before. Bullets. This guy looks really sketchy, huh? Think I can shoot him? Knock it off. Yeah, no, that's fair. I'm going to guess this is just some kind of smaller shop, because the other shops used to be a lot bigger. I don't think I want to buy C4. I don't even have the money to do it. So, thanks, sketchy Carman. That's a banger, though. Alright, moving on here, moving on. We'll see what else we can find. One thing I did always really like about this game, and even though I never beat it, I did watch a couple of streamers and YouTube Let's Players play it a decent bit, so pretty familiar with it. The bosses in the game are very, very interesting and have some cool dynamics. Once again, they're all usually puns. They're all usually puns about guns and like different animals. Like there's the ammo conda, and then there's the beholster, which is like a beholder, but a holster like a gun. They're very punny in this game. That is one thing that I have to give this game a lot of credit for. the overall, you know, where I think this game shines is just in the pure mechanics. I mean, as like a bullet hell game, this game, in my opinion, it does just a great job of not limiting you and not getting in situations where you'll take bad damage. If you know how to use the dodge roll and you're pretty adept with that, you should have a pretty solid time. So this is going to be our first chest. Each chest requires a key. Now, there's kind of some basic strategy that if you only have one key, sometimes it's not worth it to open one of these chests, but, you know, for the fans, we're going to open this one. This is an active item, not necessarily great. Well, this calls it an ammo drop, right? I don't know what this does. It's just like a... I couldn't move there. Let's see. Let's see what this bad boy does. Use to block bullets. So it's kind of like a panic shield, like a personal panic room. That's not bad, but mine is ammo drop, which seems to be a lot better. Maybe I do take this. Let's take the newer one. So I have the Marine starting one. It's called an ammo drop. And another really good thing that I will point out with this game that I like is that they're oh no! I was just gonna say their way of getting through these menus is like perfect, but now I completely forget how to open the menu or the fast travel menu. Oh, okay, so you hit tab, and then you could just click to any of these and you could teleport at any time, which is awesome. So if you hit tab, you can teleport to anywhere you've been. It's a really seamless process as long as you know which button it is, which you do now, so you won't have to have the same mistake. But we'll keep moving along here. We got a boss. Let's keep exploring a little bit, and then we'll jump in and we'll face the first boss. See how that goes. Bosses were a lot of times where I'd lose. This game definitely has some mechanics where you kind of snowball. So if you're doing well, you'll do more well, more or less. And I feel like that's pretty common in roguelite. So it's definitely not a negative by any means. Just a negative when you're bad at the game like I am. There's another enemy that I don't see. Am I losing my mind? Can I just leave? Okay, that was really weird. I thought that I had to like keep killing enemies or something. I thought the level wasn't over because the music was still banging. I must just not really know how that works, which is fair. Okay, so we move along here. There's also some cool things you can do. If you go into a table, you can flip it, so you can actually make some cover for yourself. I thought that was a really cool dynamic. There's also certain things that you can like push around. So if I'm like in a bad spot here, I don't want to deal with this egg thing. You know, I can just throw some defense up. And I think they break over time. It definitely gives you a pretty good starting spot. This game is definitely frantic in nature. Like, that is one thing I will say about it. Every time I'm playing this game, you just kind of get a pretty even layer of anxiety the whole time. So there's always stuff to do. I've never been good at really fast, twitchy games like this, either. I feel like in all these reviews and every video I've made, like, over half it. Oh, this is another dynamic I can show. There are these water barrels where you can kind of push them around. So I can now push this water barrel around. I don't really know what it does. I know that there's some there are some fires that you can put out with it. There might be like explosive barrels that you can do that too. So this is why I would want to keep that key that I had earlier. We're just going to tab out and find a new direction. This is really, you know, why I like this game. A big annoying part of roguelites that tends to happen is, you know, you're just running around like in emptiness. In a game like Spelunky, it's actually part of it. Like, part of Spelunky is that you need to like manage your resources. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to... Oh, I thought I was going to like flip it and kick it at them as they were shooting and just have it blow up right in their face. Man, that would have been satisfying. If only, if only. You know, in a lot of other games, I would have... And this is actually, I think, why I did it. Because, like, usually you'd have to go to one of these and then click on it, and then it would open up a menu like this, and you can go to the other waypoints. But just being able to auto go directly to a waypoint, I think is a really satisfying game design, and they did a good job with it. Let's try our active item. Just panic. Okay, so once I start shooting, I can bail out of there whenever I want. So it kind of gives me some cover, and then, you know, I can pull away whenever I need. Interesting. Okay, so you can kind of click it back and forth, and it has just some extra juice. So that would be good if I get myself in kind of a bind, or if the boss has any like big surprises. No guns, which kind of sucks. You always want to be able to get guns. So who do we got? It's a pun. Just you wait. It's gonna be a pun. Oh, it's the bird with the Gatling gun. Let's go. Ooh, very scary. Oh, he's yoked too. The Gatling goal. Alright. Just like with any enemy in any game, you just want to strafe. Let him shoot out some... Ooh, that was a little too close for comfort. Let's boost out of here. Just gonna strafe. Just strafe nice and easy. Get in any bad situations, just make sure you know you got that shield. Ooh. Look at that shield usage. Maybe he's fast. Okay, firing that, we're just gonna explode into a bunch of things, I think. Okay, just keep a steady spray on him. You know, we're not doing great, I will admit. I really think that there's some oh. I'm dead. Man, that started to tilt me there a little bit. So let's take a few minutes. So that gives you a little bit of gameplay in the first floor. Let's just take a couple minutes to go over kind of what I like and what I dislike about the game. What I do enjoy about the game is that everything feels really smooth. Whenever I die, I'm pretty sure it's my fault. So that's always good when there's not things that are kind of iffy or things where you're kind of hitting corners, and that's not great. Actually, I'm gonna try and get to the main menu, get a little music playing, because I hate talking when there's no sound whatsoever. Let's actually, can we get to the main menu? Oh, come on, give me the main menu. Okay, wait for this, wait for this. It'll be worth it. But and I'll talk about this on the way. But you know, realistically, when you die, you know why you died. You know, you're not sitting there like, why you know, oh, the game's stupid, I shouldn't be able to do that. You're like, oh, I can get better at that mechanic. And I think that roguelites that are like that really attract people who are, you know, winners, who want to get better at something, understand their mistakes, and then, you know, quickly improve, which is awesome. I think a lot of people should be like that. I'm not really one of those people because I don't have patience, though, mind you. What else do I like about it? The art style is fine. The art style has never blown me away, but there's a lot of depth and character into this game. So why I think that's so important is that this game it feels really alive. You know, I was joking about all the pun names that all of the characters have. I was talking a little bit about, you know, how all of the things that you fight are interesting. I didn't even get to find a gun, but there's literally like 200 or 300 guns in this game, and they're all really interesting. They all have unique synergies that hit with other items, and they kind of mix together. So, like, graphically the game's fine, but as far as character go, it's really great. The original, this is like an original song that they made as their theme song. This song is a 10 out of 10. All the other music's middle of the line. Nothing crazy. No Spelunky levels. What don't I like about this game? In my opinion, it has a really high skill, like it's hard. It's really hard, and I just don't have the patience to get good at it. So if you're like that, and something gets you really frustrated if you try it, you know, if you purchase a game, I mean, this one's free, so if you're getting it free, you don't really have to worry about this. But if you like purchase a game and you play it for, let's say, 2 or 3 hours, and you say, oh, okay, I'm just not good at this game, it's not enjoyable, maybe you don't want to buy it for its full price like I did. I think I got my money's worth out of this when I initially bought it, but overall, just something to think about. Other things to think about as far as some like potential cons. The game is pretty long, so it's like a full run when you're winning is about 40 minutes, which is a little bit longer than most roguelites. That's not the best. And then on the other side of things, even though the skill floor is super low, people find Gungeon to get, when they're good at video games, especially good at roguelites, a lot of people feel like they couldn't invest too much time in a Gungeon after a while because it got too easy. a runner or a streamer who at that point was called Last Grey Wolf, but now he's called Dumb Dog. He had like a 450 game winning streak with this. Ridiculous. So yeah, think about that. It doesn't go too crazy, but there are additional levels that you can get at the end. So as far as like character and overall gameplay mechanics, this game is absolutely on point. If you're looking for a new roguelite, you like that kind of top-down shooter action, I would absolutely recommend it. If you're someone who really doesn't like hard games, or if you can't beat a game pretty easily, I would tend to stay away. You might not get as much enjoyment out of it. But yeah, if you sink 15-20 hours in this game, you can start to find the final boss, really start to unlock all the synergies and everything that's going on. So I definitely think it's worth it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you found me randomly across the internet, my name is BynX. I put up a video every single day at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. A lot of Spelunky and a lot of cool things, and I'm just starting out. If you could like and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. BynX out.